Okay, in this lesson, is Case05 smart robot car with line tracking and obstacle detection. MBot2, and this is obstacle. Actually, it's not obstacle avoidance. Now it's going to be obstacle avoidance and line tracking. I'm going to use like that. So obstacle avoidance and line tracking, Python coding series by Sheikh Abdul. That's me. Modify for my channel as my channel name, and this is my today. Today's date is 27. Okay, so this is Case05 smart robot car with line tracking and obstacle detection. Modify for IT Samurai teach YouTube channel mean that I am changing my research, my studies, everything. The code, everything is made by me, my own personal experience, my testing. So that's why I just put it like modify my name, my channel. So let's get started with the basic. Actually, not the basic. We're going to start the code right now. Okay, so I'm going to enter, and I'm going to make it bigger so everyone can see. You always forget my last few videos to make it zoomer. Okay, let's get started. Now what you need to do, you need to import all the necessary modules and libraries. We're going to use MBuild, MBot2, event, time, and CyberPI. So we're going to import. I don't want to skip any space because I'm scared to get errors at the end. So make sure no space. Oh, my fault. I'm going to insert MBuild, MBULD, MBuild, and I'm going to put MBot2, import even. Oh gosh, why that came? Import even. Yep. Okay, that's fine if you have space. I'm not sure if other than. Okay, I'm not going to test that out. I'm going to just type, and if you errors, we will find out. Okay, MBuild, MBot2 even. Next one I'm going to import is time, and import last not least CyberPI. It's the main guy. So MBuild, MBot2 even time CyberPI. We have 1 2 3 4 5 import libraries and modules. Next we're going to say at event is I'm going to say press, event press, we say A. You can change A to B or whatever thing you want to do from the CyberPI. It's up to you. I'm going to say event press A. It's easy because otherwise it will start when I upload the code, it start running like crazy. So I need to stop this guy down and say, hey, you don't need to run, just wait till I press A. So when I say press A, the robot needs to go. Actually follow the rules. Now the rule is def on, I'm going to say button A pressed. So button A pressed. I'm going to use the circle. Def on button A pressed. Next is I'm going to use global. I like to use this because when the MBot2 start each time giving a sound, so that means sound and ready to rock and roll to go. So it's easy to everyone knows, okay, MBot2 start and he's going to go now, so it's easy. So when I say global frequency, and so this is going to define a global variable for frequency. That's good. For count in range. I'm going to use that. So we're going to say for counting range. So what happened here is loop to play 2 set of tones when the button is pressed. Okay, so I'm going to use CyberPI audio play tone. You even get some stuff in here. See, I don't know Spirit. I don't. We are not a Spirit guy. We're using only the CyberPI, so it will give you some additional one. Do not select because Spirit mean this guy. We don't need to use this guy. Actually, the bear. But not bear. Actually, it's a. I forget that name. So CyberPI audio play tone. I'm going to use tone is 800 and 1. So CyberPI audio play 801. So play a tone with frequency 800 Hz for 1 second. And next, CyberPI audio play tone 201. You can play with this stuff if you want. It's good for a learning thing. So my guest, be my guest, play around with these frequencies. Okay, now we did play tone with frequency 200 Hz for 1 second. Okay, let me. So we use the. Okay, now we go into the loop. While true. So this will be our starting point of the loop. I'm going to use this while true, and we're going to use so infinity loop start, and next is we're going to say if any. So now we're going to check the blue color. You can check you can change to any color you want, because I'm using blue color tape. So detect the line, following line. So if you have white, go for it. Red or yellow, go for it. Okay, and I am using a black table. Keep in mind that. So if any, I'm going to use okay, if any build quad, I'm going to use RGB sensor. So we use if any build quad RGB sensor, and I'm going to use is state. I'm going to use color, and I'm going to actually delete this stuff because I need to use. So now I'm going to use blue color. Okay, and I'm going to use sensor. We have sensor 1. Okay, and I'm going to use for sensor in. I'm going to use R1. The one I show you the line when the blue detect, just turn it back. Like we have like 4 RGB line to detect R1, R2, L1, L2. You can code each line to detect different colors. For this demonstration, we use only one color detect all the sensors, R1, R2, L1 and L2. But in the future project, we're going to make it more complicated and more advanced. So for now, let's start from the basic. So we use R1, and I'm going to and after that I'm going to R2, and after that I'm going to use L1, and after that I'm going to use L2. I want to make sure correct. I put R1, R2, L1, L2. Okay, so I'm going to close this. So I'm going to use 2 of these, and semicolon. Okay, so for sensing R1, R2, okay, seems good, that code. Okay, now what happened is check for blue color. If any sensors detect all R1, R2, L1, L2, it will check for the blue color. Okay, so now after that, if blue is detected, do the following. So what I'm going to do, use MBot2. MBot2, I'm going to use backward. So if blue is detected, do the following. I'm going to use MBot2, go backwards. I'm going to use 10 for 2 seconds. MBot2 goes to backward for 2 seconds. So move the robot backward for 10 centimeter in speed, actually 10 centimeter in speed of 2. Okay, so, and after that I'm going to use Cyber PI LED on. So there's a 2-1, show and on. Show mean you can see only one, on mean you will see all the lights in red. In the future lessons we will play with this LED stuff, like signal lights, those kind of stuff. So okay, Cyber PI, I'm going to see LED on red. So turn on the LED to red color. So we did that. So now we're going to use the time. I'm going to use time sleep option. So 0.05. So wait for 0.5 seconds. Okay, for the next one to start. So what happened is Cyber PI audio play. We're going to play the wrong, because that's our sound. Play the sound effect. Okay, so we play the sound effect. After the MBot2 turn, I'm going to say 90 degrees. You can change these numbers depend on your project, can do some your own, play with this code. Turn the robot to 90 degrees. So you can say 180 degrees, 360 degrees. So be my guest, play with it. So now what I'm going to do, we're going to use the else statement. Okay, if no blue is detected. Now in here, it's while true loop started, now is a blue detected. Okay, if blue detected, whatever doing here, it's going to do it. Now else statement is if not blue is detected. So now what we're going to do is check for obstacle within 10 centimeter. Okay, so wow, we're going to do two things now. Now if mbuild ultrasonic to get me, if you follow my recent lessons, you will make it easier to understand. Otherwise you will get complicated, because I want everyone to not to get complicated. Go from the beginning to the advanced. So please follow all the steps from my previous lessons. So we use if mbuild ultrasonic 2 to get actually that's the name. I'm going to use 10 centimeter. Now this also you can change. I like to have 10 centimeter because I don't have enough space here, so 10 centimeter, go close to it and change. So I'm going to use if statement. Now the second one, if the blue detected, turn backwards. Now if obstacle detected, okay, go backwards. You can change, but in the next few lessons I'm going to remix all these codes. Now we did that. Okay, now we're going to do is if obstacle is closer than 10 centimeter, do the following stuff. Okay, now what we need to do is MBot2, we're going to say go backwards, buddy, backward. But to backward, I mean we need to talk to our robot and once in a while, because in the future he will understand us. Who knows? Artificial intelligence. MBot2 backward 10 1. I'm going to close that. Okay, move the robot backward for 10 centimeter in speed of 10 centimeter. Okay, now what we need to do here is, now we can use the time sleep. Okay, time sleep I'm going to use actually 0.5 time sleep 0.5. Wait for 0.5 seconds. After that we're going to use cyber pi LED on. We're going to use for red. Now also we're going to play with the LED red. After that cyber pi, we're going to cyber pi audio play. I'm going to say wrong. Wrong. We're going to say the same thing. If you want to make sure, because we're going to be both are equal, right? If any that blue color, so we say if ultrasonics detect MBot2 back forward, MBot2 back forward 10 1. So you can see RGB 2 seconds. You can go for ultrasonics 1 second. You can change this. You can play with this. Okay. Time sleep 5. Okay, cyber LED on for red. We have that, which I remix this part, time sleep part. I mean you can put the same order, but I've changed it to see some results. And cyber pi audio play wrong. Okay, good. So next is I'm going to use MBot2 to turn 90 degrees. Okay, and 0. Now turn the robot for 90 degrees. Okay, next, now we have another else statement. Because we found RGB sensor blue detected, go backwards, else we're going to use ultrasonic, that means obstacle distance detect, also go backwards, but use 10 centimeter for 1 second, this 10 centimeter 2 seconds, and red wrong, and same path procedure wrong, turn 90 degrees. Now what we need is, we need another else statement. So this time I'm going to use the else statement in here, because that's how I'm supposed to do it. Else. So what else going to do in here? So else if no obstacles and no blue color detected, do the following. So MBot2 forward 60, actually 60 centimeter. Okay, move forward 60 centimeter. So this is going to be 60 centimeter going forward without any stop, unless he did a blue or obstacle. Okay, now cyber pi going to say LED on. Okay, buddy, you need to show us green when you go forward. Okay, we're going to say cyber pi LED green. That's how you need to do it. Okay, we are done with the coding. Okay guys, I had a few issues. I was troubleshooting, and so I came up with a plan to type everything from the beginning to the end, so you will get very clear picture what I did in here. See, I remove my stuff and I put it everything back in. So this code is working in progress. Okay, so what happened is I have some kind of tab issues, so now everything looks perfect. So what I did is, okay, now I'm going to, from the beginning, I install the import necessary modules. Okay, this is functions, press A button, A press. So this is frequencies detect and loop 2 sounds, 800 frequencies and 200 frequencies. So after that, while through the loop start, even to loop start, check for blue color. I mean, I put everything to make sure my code is even I can understand. So I think you also will understand when I am showing like you like this. If you like this in the future, like all this what do you call description each code, please let me know in the comments below, then I will do it. Otherwise I don't want to waste my time to type this if you don't want to see this stuff. Okay, so please let me know just down in the comments section, so I know what you guys want. So next I use MBot2 backwards, cyber pi red, time sleep, cyber pi audio, and turn. Okay, you make sure you this line follow this line follow it, otherwise you will complicate. While the issue is to me is that while I was typing and talking, I misplaced what I'm typing, so that's the thing. So if you want to type, I need to full concentrate without talking, just look at the code and just type. Otherwise for YouTube, like talking and explaining typing, I'm getting mistakes. So now I pause the video, I just type everything and I test it and it's working. So in the future, if you have a big code, I'm probably going to type and show you the code. Okay, so so if no blue issue detected, go to 10 centimeter. Okay, so this is the code and it was perfect. Let me turn on my robot. Connect 5, and I'm going to clear these logs. I'm going to upload. So once I upload, I don't see any issues. This code runs perfectly. Okay, so if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You guys are make me do this. If you subscribe, my channel growing, and I can create more content, rich content. If you don't give me any subscription or a thumbs up, and I will think that okay, it's not going to do good creating these kind of videos, so that's why I need to move on to our next subject. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much.